Hello, Fantasy Sports Wizard here, and welcome to episode 3 of the Quest. By now, everyone should have the game unless you're unfortunate you gotta wait till your birthday, Christmas, and so forth. But those die-hard fans, the game came out on Friday, so you should all now be getting to grips with like your starting team if you haven't started out on the web app or you were unfortunate to have the transfer list locked. So you're gonna be trying to get as many coins as you can right now and just building it up. Now, I went in, I gifted all the kits to myself from the catalog using my other account as well, so I managed to double that up and get a few coins. And as I was editing this and looking it back, I realized that I basically messed up. I really should have just listed those balls up for 150, 200 coins by now, and because of the daily objectives, a lot of them see like buy a ball or something, and I'd have made a little bit more, but I totally forgot that. So if you're doing this and you're yet to start out, that's my daily tip for this video is to list those balls up. If they don't sell, then go ahead and quick sell them so you got the space for more important player trading. And then the next thing you really want to be doing to start out is go through, redeem all the 1000 coin boosts. Like there's about 80 games worth, so you're looking at 80,000 coins on top of what you get from playing the game. So you get like the 500 coins plus 1,000. So you're looking at like 1,500 coins a game. That's huge right now. The quicker you get through those, like the better the war chest you have, and you're going to come and do like SBCs for packs or for upgrading your team so it's far more competitive to take into online seasons and foot champions. And then go ahead, redeem those like top tier loan players. It gives you a few games just to sort of try them out, and also then you've got time to sort of build those coins up and get those replacements for when they run out. And then the next thing you really want to be doing, like the daily objectives thing, is huge. Now, before the game actually came out, you could only do like buy a contract, buy like apply a contract, buy a player, and whatnot. But now you can actually go ahead and get all 5 daily objectives done. I mean, I've seen some crazy ones. Like a friend had score a penalty with a goalkeeper. Now, I got to say, I haven't seen very many penalties offline yet. Maybe it will be more common once you get it online and people slide in and whatnot. But then I had one that was a bicycle kick. I don't think in my entire FIFA career, let alone this year, I've scored a bicycle kick. So that one was a little tricky, and I wound up not doing that. But for the most part, these objectives super easy, and the coins are worthwhile. Like I mean, like buy a player off the transfer list worth 500 coins, you get a 350 coin bonus. If you like, you can then go and flip that player for like a little bit more. You're making like a 500 coin profit. So it it really pays to do those objectives. And as of recording this, there was no weekly objectives. Since the full game is now out, weekly objectives are now available on top of your daily objectives and your starter objectives. And I mean, they're pretty straightforward. It's like complete so many game modes, buy so many players with the bin, um, score so many goals, and it's super easy. I mean, I've already done one of them on my account that you'll see when I next upload. But it really helps just to like keep those coins ticking over, and you never know, you might actually get a good reward out of one of the packs if you're extra lucky. You can just see the team that I started out to play my first few squad battles. It was just a team I threw together. I bought a couple of players off the transfer list that I just wanted to get into the games, use my time, and get those games done because squad battles are huge this shit. Like, I really recommend doing those. When Foot Champions comes out, it's going to be difficult sort of like juggling your time, but maybe we'll see that you'll be rotating like a team through squad battles as like a fitness team, and then you're using your A team in Foot Champions. So still like getting games in and being able to compete for both rewards. But the downside is time. A lot of things from last year that the feedback was 40 games every weekend was just too much. Plus, then you've got your offline squad battles. On top of that, like you're looking at like 60 games a week, like 40 at the weekend for Foot Champions. That's a lot of games to play. And it's all right if like you don't work or you're a student, but if like you do work, like your time's limited. And I honestly don't know how that's going to impact the majority of the user base. Like, so it's going to have to be very selective in what you do. And I mean, like, the nice thing about these squad battles is you can do them. It's less so much pressure, so to speak, and the gameplay isn't as intensive. I mean, yeah, I still find I'm too competitive and I want to be winning every game. And when the computer does sign, and I'm just sitting there like going, how did the computer do that? Like I covered that pass, or I like I had the ball and yet he's just nicked it off me. Like I don't know. So it still is infuriating playing the AI, but at the same time, it it's nice to have something for those that couldn't play Foot Champions on a regular basis, or like even if they were good at the game, they then had like a competitive mode where they can get pretty good rewards. Now this week, because like of the staggered release, so to speak, those that had the Ronaldo and Icon editions, they've kind of got a slight advantage in the sense that not everyone had the game. So the leaderboards aren't going to be as realistic, say, next week when everyone else now has a full week to play the game. So if you've got the game right now and you've been spamming squad battles, good for you. Try and get all your games in because the rewards are going to be worth it, especially now that one-to-watches are available. And it's not a bad team of the week if you can actually get some pack luck. Now, in that said, my plan here is like right now I've been trading, like my coins are ticking over nicely. I'm playing my squad battles. I'm just building my coins up, and my plan is to then go ahead, do the most profitable SBCs, and hopefully, fingers crossed for me, I'm gonna get like a big pull or a couple of like high value cards that I can either sell or I can stick in my club and build a team around. And of course, you may recall like from previous couple of episodes, like my pack luck has been semi decent, so to speak, to start. I mean, we packed Gabriel Jesus, we've also packed Bernardo Silva. So those players, like Gabriel Jesus in particular, he's selling for around 40,000 coins. Is he a 40,000 coin player? I'm not so sure, but that come Foot Champions and after, his price is going to go up because like you see him in teams and there's going to be a demand for him, and because there's a lack of supply in the market, that price is going to be higher. So I can generally see him going maybe to 50k, and when that comes, well, I'll probably go ahead and sell him, invest my coins somewhere else, if I so to speak. But at the same time, I do feel like he's a good card. I really enjoy using him in squad battles. So it'll be interesting to see what I do. I mean, depends just how much I'm going to want the coins. If I'm desperate for coins and I don't really have an option, then I'll go ahead and sell him. But if I can sort of get by, maybe I'll keep him. Like, I mean, he's pack pooled. Like, I do have a bit of an obsession with pack pooled players. I just like having that fresh card and first owner status. I mean, I can go out and buy like a second, third, fourth owner, providing they got fresh stats. But at the same time, like it just adds a little something to what I have personally. Now, if you're having any issues with the gameplay, I'd be curious to know your thoughts because I feel like there's certain aspects of the game, particularly in squad battles, where the AI just goes crazy. Like, it's impossible to defend. Like they will just up the level to impossible. It's crazy in the sense that like you're just not able to touch the ball. Basically, they're just pinging it around. They're able to find the top corner of the goal every time, and you're just sat there going, "What am I meant to do?" Like, I mean, I touched on this at the start of the episode, so yeah, I mean, issues like that, let me know and, what you're doing to sort of like get better at the game aside from just sheer practice. But secondly, like defending, I feel like I'm getting a better grasp of it, so to speak. But at the same time, like there's still moments where like my defenders are nowhere to be found, and the computer's just found like space, and it's just got a simple tap in. And I don't know. I'm hoping maybe either there will be a patch that will sort of like maybe make defending a little easier, but I just hope they don't go from one extreme from last year to the other and then go back to that extreme. Then you just need to. It's about finding the balance, and maybe the time like players will actually find that they're more used to the game. So I don't know. There's something to that remains to be seen in how the game progresses. But some of the scores just aren't realistic. Like, I mean, I saw a scoreline of 8-4 at half time online. Like, that's just mental to me. Like, no game, even in real life, has ever had that kind of result at half time. So, like, to conclude this video, just going through with, like, just opening up a few packs that I've earned. And with the weekly, I got weekly packs and we get the team of the week players. Like, just give you a chance again to throw in players that you might be tempted to try out and buy, but I never really used those. It was more getting the other packs and just hoping just to get the like squad fillers, like the SBC fillers, and then like the consumables. That's what I really want out of those packs. It just saves a little bit of expense on my behalf. I can then use that money for trading and clearing, investing in my team, and just making it better. But there we go. That's how I like to play without really spending any money on the game except for what I've just put in to buy the game. And I'm super excited now that PS4 has legends, icons that they now call them. I really hope I can pack an actual one or just get a hold on one of them and keep in the club and see what we can do with him. But as we pack the Ronaldo, that's going to bring this video to the end. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and if you haven't done so, subscribe. And aside from that, I'm the Fantasy Sports Wizard, and I shall see you all next time. Bye!